What is up, everybody? It has been an absolutely crazy night so far, and it's only been about an hour. And so this is my first time I've actually been able to film anything. And so I will tell you all about that right after this intro. Hey everybody, my name is Jacob. Welcome to the channel. If you've been around long enough, you know that I post things like DoorDash and UberEats content, and I've been consistently posting videos 3 times a week for a couple months now. And so if you've been enjoying my videos, please give this one a like and subscribe to see more, and I will continue to post these videos that can help make you more money. So I just got my UberEats Plus card in my mailbox yesterday, and so today I made it my mission to come out here and take a shop and deliver order from UberEats. And so that's exactly what I'm determined to do when I go out here. I am going to hopefully get an order that is shop and deliver so I can test out this Plus card to see how good it is, see how many more orders that I get to my phone. Hopefully a lot, because Uber Eats has been pretty slow for me lately, and so I'll do my absolute best. So with the first order, I got a DoorDash order, and I'm trying to look for those Uber Eats orders, but that's okay, you gotta start somewhere. And I came out before 5 o'clock. I usually start right at 5 o'clock, but I was able to get out early, and so that's what I did. I took this DoorDash order for $6.50 for Filiberto's, and the items, there's just 2 items, so I wasn't expecting a hidden tip on this one. But it was less than 3 miles, and so that's why I took it. And almost immediately after I took that one, I got this Uber Eats stack. And so I was looking at the map and it looked pretty favorable, and I wanted to take it. And I actually looked on the map, and you know how Uber Eats isn't really showing you the second restaurant now on a stack order, which is actually really annoying. But I was able to see that one of the locations looked like it was also Filiberto's, and so I just had to accept it. And then once I accepted it, I went to the menu screen where I could see all 4 of the 2 restaurants, the 2 customers, and I saw that the second restaurant was Filiberto's, and so that was great news. So we picked up the 2 Filiberto's orders, and then we picked up the Ray's Pizza order, and then we were off to the customers, and everyone got their food on time or early. I got this Uber Eats order, and I was blown away. I knew this was a Plus card order as soon as I looked at it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have never been to Raising Cane's, probably because I haven't been able to because I didn't have the Plus card. And I was like, $17? And so after I accepted, I look at the amount of items, and there's so many items on there. The total was like $70. And so $17 for that, it's pretty good. And so, the process was completely flawless. I just went through the drive-through. Luckily, it wasn't that busy. And I just ordered the food, took a picture of the receipt, and then I got my food. And it said 7 miles on the delivery, but I was already headed back in that direction anyway, and this is why it's important to look at your map screen, or I guess the accept screen, because the location that it said was actually half a mile from the hotspot and the DoorDash hotspot. So it was perfect. Accepted that order, completed it. It was so easy. And right after I got done talking with you guys, I had a pickup for China Jade for $8.50. And I thought this was pretty good for under 4 miles, but then I realized that there was $2 peak pay on, and so I may or may not be getting a hidden tip. So it was still all right, though. It wasn't too difficult of a delivery. And then as I was headed out there, I got this order for Uber Eats for Chick-fil-A, and I thought it was pretty good since I was already headed in that direction. And so I got the Chick-fil-A. I had to wait a couple of minutes, but now I am off to drop this one off. It hasn't even hit 2 hours yet, so I'm averaging probably right around $35 an hour, and it has just been so hectic, just going. I love multi-apping, and now that I have the Uber Eats Plus card, I feel like, I just love Uber Eats so much more than I did. I'm getting a lot more orders, and yeah, I'm just having a blast. There's I'm getting $1.50 extra with Uber Eats right now and $2 with DoorDash. So I'm not a huge fan of peak pay, but this is going well so far. Just pulled into Pita Jungle because I got a $7.50 order for 1.5 miles. And I know that there's $2 peak pay, and so there isn't going to be a hidden tip on this because usually it would have been like a $5.50 order. But that's okay because it'll take me right to the hotspot for Uber Eats and DoorDash. So we dropped off that Pita Jungle order, and like I suspected, no hidden tip on that one. And now for the first time all night, I'm just kind of like waiting around for an order. I haven't gotten anything in a couple minutes. So after about like a 5-minute intermission, things started to pick up, and they're picking up really fast. So I would stay tuned if I were you. I'm currently delivering a bunch of food, and I will tell you about it when I get back from this restaurant. Let's start out with this Sombreros order I took for DoorDash. $8.50 for like 4 miles. Hey, this is pretty decent order. It's taking me back in the direction I want to go. And so I went ahead and I accepted this one. But while I was picking that one up, I got an Uber Eats order for Buffalo Wild Wings. And this one was over $10, and it was going in the exact same direction where I wanted to go and for this Sombreros order. And so I just went with it and I accepted it because it was a really good order for only a couple of miles. And then while I was picking up the Buffalo Wild Wings order, I got an order for Benihana. And this one was also over $10 for only a couple of miles. And so I knew that the Benihana order was going to be the third one I dropped off because the other two were on the way to that one. I knew that from seeing the location. I love how busy Uber Eats is tonight, and I just love that DoorDash is pretty consistent, even though there's a $2 peak pay on. So I'm loving it out here. It's great. Even though I haven't done another like order and pay for Uber Eats, I can still see that they are giving me like a higher quantity of orders just because there's more available to me now. And so I can now be a little more selective with my Uber Eats orders, something that I could not do when they were only sending me like one order like every 30 minutes or something like that. So I'm having a really great night. It is far from over. I'm not even like 3 hours in yet. All right, I dropped that one off, and now I am on my way back to the area with more restaurants. And I just checked my earnings, and I'm feeling pretty good. I have just over $66 with Uber Eats right now, and I have $32 on DoorDash. So just barely shy of $100, but 2 tips haven't been factored in yet for Uber Eats. And I just looked at the estimates, and apparently I'm supposed to get like $15 more at least. So about $115 through 3 hours now. I just hit the 3 hour mark. And so we are really close to $40 an hour, which is pretty insane since I don't hit $40 an hour often. I also wanted to say that if you don't feel comfortable taking 3 orders at a time, please don't force yourself to do so. But I do have some tips on how to like avoid contract violations when you're multi-apping. I'll link the video right, which it's right there. And yeah, I talk about how just be really smart with it. If the orders aren't ready when you get to the restaurant, it's okay to unassign, and just make sure that you're doing everything possible to not get a contract violation, because if you get 3 contract violations, they can kick you off. So please don't do that. And also, I'll link another video right there. It is my 9 habits of a successful delivery driver. And I talk about knowing your area when you're driving for these platforms. You really have to know exactly like where you are delivering, because if you don't know your area, you cannot take 3 orders at a time. It is not even possible for you to do so, and continue to have a good customer rating and an on-time rating. So definitely know your area. That's the only way I am able to do something like this. And yes, your earnings will go up when you multi-app and when you take stacked orders. It is just a fact, at least for me, and I know it is for a lot of other people, So just get to know your area, do your research, and go out there so you can maximize your earnings and you can crush it every single time. Okay, I've done 2 more orders since the last time I talked with you. I had a McDonald's order. It was $8.75 for under 4 miles. And I know a lot of people hate on fast food orders because like the drive-through lines are just so long, but I love going to this McDonald's because they're always really, really quick. And I can get that done in like less than 15 minutes. And then I also picked up this Jersey Mike's order, and it was an insane order. It was almost $10 for like less than 1 mile. So I'm actually on the way to drop this one off. I did pick up an Oregano's order. It was $9.50. I don't really like going to Oregano's, but I saw that there's not a pizza with this order, and so it should be ready or close to ready when I get there. So this order is definitely worth it, and hopefully I can get a few more orders. I was really hoping for a hidden tip on that one, just because the apartment complex was really big and kind of difficult to navigate, and they ended up tipping me pretty big for that one. So I think it was $13.75 total for the order. So, you know, that was definitely worth it. Even going to a restaurant that I don't really like that much. And yeah, I'm just glad that UberEats is no longer like on my hate list. I know I posted like a couple of videos saying that UberEats just isn't like what I was expecting as of recent. And I was pretty discouraged from just what I had seen from UberEats. But I'm really glad that I can say that UberEats is great for me right now, especially with the Plus card. I think I only did like 1 order with them, but like the orders that I get with the order and deliver are like so much higher than any of the other orders, and I'm getting like such great offers from them. They've just been like too far to drive, and so they haven't been worth it for me to accept, and so that's why you haven't seen me like talk about all these. But like some of them have been like $16, $17 payouts for like, some of them were like 8 or 9 miles. So if they were like 6 miles, like I would definitely accept them, but it was just a little too far to drive. But I am looking forward to the future with those orders. I made like $90 from UberEats and like $57 from DoorDash. So just shy of $150 for this like 4 hours and some change. And so I made like, you know, definitely above like $30 an hour. And so I'm really glad about that. And I only drove like 60 miles. And so I averaged like $2.50 per mile driven. And so that is absolutely fantastic. And I couldn't ask for anything better than that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a like and consider subscribing if you've been enjoying my content. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope I can continue to provide great value for you so that it is worth it for you to watch my videos, because I know your time is really valuable. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.